Well, this took a while. It's time for me to answer your Q&A questions. So, let's get started. Is Battle Wars dead? Okay, for some of you who don't know this, back in 2008, I did a fan-made Robot Wars series called Battle Wars. As for its status, I don't think dead is the best word to describe it. I would say run its course. The reason why, as I was doing the series for season 3, I've kind of lost my interest in the series. Not just for me, many other people were doing fan-made Robot Wars series in the fan-made Robot Wars community. They were losing their interest too. So yeah, Battle Wars has run its course. But there's still sparks will fly. How many locos do you have on the railway? New and old, of course. I have 30 locomotives. I'm not sure if I want to get more locomotives. Probably 30 is enough for me. What is your favorite steam, diesel, and electric locomotives? Well, for steam engines, I like the Southern Pacific cab forwards. I like the Southern Pacific 4449, the Norfolk and Western 611, my favorite Strasbourg Railroad steam locomotive, 475. For diesel engines, for me, I would say the RS-3. And for electric locomotives, I would say the GG1s. What inspired to start making a model train series? Oh boy, this question. Well, I had 4 people inspire me to make a model train series. First off, one person inspired me was Ron the Cyborg, better known as Aaron. Back in 2006, I watched his very first episode of his series, and I really enjoyed it. I watched it multiple times, and this was kind of funny. I had some young family members watching the episode with me, and they asked me, why is Sonic working on a railroad? Hard to explain to them. The next person that inspired me to make a train series was Chris Kovacs. When he was doing his model train series, I really enjoyed it too. The episodes he thought of were really great, and there were lots of likable characters. Okay, this may be not a model train series, but this person inspired me too. And that person was Amtrak F40, when he was doing a Microsoft Train Simulator series. Even though he did about 3 episodes, it was still pretty good. And lastly, the 4th person inspired me of making a train series, JYJB, better known as Luke. What can I say? His series was fantastic. The episodes he thought of were really great. In fact, I wrote an episode for him when in his series. If only I could have wrote that episode better. But still, his series was great and had some really dark moments. Would you like to join my NSTS train series? Sure, why not? what is your favorite match you ever had with any of your robots? Oh boy, I have so many matches. Well, for Swamp Woman 2, my 1-pound undercutter, it would have to be the match up against Low Blow at Motorama 2012. Now, of course, I was really nervous about this fight because he made some updates to his robot, and the match was really great. I mean, when I hit him, he just shot up in the air, and I took off his weapon pulley, and he just tapped out. Yeah, I was really surprised at that fight. Probably Swamp Woman 2's greatest moment. For Maniac Cafe, I would say at Motorama 2012 when she's up against Origin, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Of course, I was nervous about this fight too because he was an undercutter, Maniac Cafe was an undercutter, and when we hit, his Origin's weapon motor was really iffy at the moment, and I hit him again. He was trying to push me around, but I hit his side and he lost one side of his drive and lost part of his wheel guard, and took off his other wheel guard and his wheel, and he was immobilized and he tapped out. So that was a good fight. As for devastating moment, hands down at Franklin 2014 up against the Collective. And yes, I was a little bit nervous because Collective was a multi-bot, but this fight was so much fun. I shot two halves of the Collective up in the air, removing one of the multi-bot's wedge, and of course sending one of the robots out of the arena. I mean, just wow. I mean, when the other drivers were watching the pit area, they just cheered so loud. Yeah, that was definitely Devastating Moment's finest hour. So that is pretty much all of the questions I have. Thank you very much for posting your questions. I might do another one when I have time. Who knows? And I'll see everyone later. Keep an eye out for more episodes of MREP and more episodes of Sparks Will Fly. See you later, guys.